What's going on, guys? PlayBox, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at Gamepress's updated tier list. So there has been actually quite a bit of changes since the last time I checked over this list. I think the last time I checked it was when Jiren dropped and he was put into Z tier. So ever since then, we've got Kaioken Goku, we got the Zenkai for Rose, we got the new All-Star banners, which we're going to be taking a look at. So we do have some stuff to take a look at. Brace yourself, because there are some pretty drastic changes here that might be a bit controversial, so we'll just take a look at them. Funny enough, they still haven't changed the FSK Gohan off the face of the list. I even asked the dude that makes these lists if they're ever going to change this, and he said they were just going to keep him there until he eventually gets the second Zenkai. And I basically said, that makes sense. So let's just scroll here. So the big change that they did from the last time I looked at it to this one was that they implemented a new tier called God tier. They talk about how they've been meaning to add God tier for specific units that just flat out are way better than just everyone in the game. They've given a few instances like FSK Gohan when he got Zenkai. I'm pretty sure they mean when they got Zenkai. Super Vegito Blue, Super Vegito, when they dropped, they were just far better than everyone. And for this one, in this iteration of God tier, we have Ultra, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku, and Ultra Super Gogeta. So the two summonable Ultras are the only ones that are in God tier, which makes sense because they're two of the best units in the game. Now, you probably saw my tier list video, and if you didn't, definitely go check that out. But I put Super Gogeta above Kaioken Goku. Here they put Kaioken Goku above him. I honestly think that they're honestly so close to each other. I still consider Gogeta better than him, Super Gogeta, just because I feel like I just control the game more with this guy when I have him on the field. I almost never switch out compared to this guy, but I don't know. It depends on your playstyle, right? It's like I mentioned in that tier list. It's literally like 1A, 1B, so you can't go wrong with either one of them on as your number one unit. So those are two units in God tier, right? Then we come to Z tier, and this is where it actually gets pretty crazy. I didn't expect this to actually happen, but watch this. Angel Golden Frieza, the new Angel Golden Frieza that dropped from the All-Star banner, is the best unit in the game barring Ultra units. So better than this full power Frieza, better than Gogeta 4, better than Revival Frieza, better than Jiren, better than everyone here. Now, this is honestly pretty insane. Like, when I saw this, when I first saw Golden Frieza's kid, I knew that he was going to be cracked, right? Like, you can tell that this guy's just broken for no reason. He's an All-Star banner unit, but he has like some elements of Ultra unit kits to him. Like, he has straight out 100%, I believe it was 100%. I think it was 90%. I think it was 90 or 100%. No, it's 90% damage inflicted, 50% damage reduction, and permanent card draw speed. Those are stuff you see on Ultra units. This guy has 100% damage inflicted. This guy's 110, but this guy has an additional 20% to his main offense with his blast damage. So that's basically 110% damage inflicted to his main offenses with the other two things that these guys have as well. Like, like what the hell? That makes no sense. So I haven't faced enough of this Golden Frieza, and I haven't really seen that much game. I've seen a couple initial showcases of him. So no one on YouTube actually has him at 14 stars from what I remember. So I haven't seen that many gameplay of him, and I haven't faced him that much. So it's really hard for me to put him above like Gogeta 4. Like, it's mainly because LOE right now is honestly the best team in the game. I don't think it's that close, to be honest. Fusion Warriors were pretty much the best before LOE just completely took over, and even before this Golden Frieza's release, like LOE was, like, you could say they were the second best team, but they weren't that much further off than Fusion Warriors, right? They were pretty close to each other, but with this Frieza, I'm clearing cut the best team in the game, and I don't think that's really up for debate. Like, they just have everything. They synergize so well with each other. They're only missing like a strong red unit to counter this guy and this guy. But this team is just actually stupid. So yeah, I just don't think that. I mean, Fusion Warriors is still a good team, right? It's still one of the best, like second best team, right? So I don't know if I would still put him above Gogeta 4. Like, it's tough. It's tough. When I initially thought this guy was gonna make it into Z tier, but I'm probably like low Z tier. I wasn't expecting literally flat out the best unit in the game, but I completely understand why they would put him here. But I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me seeing him over the likes of these LF units. Even this Revival Frieza is an all-star banner unit. 2 all-star banner units in Z tier. When was the last time a regular Sparking was in Z tier, let alone an all-star banner unit? Like, I think the last time I can remember was prior to like the 2nd anniversary, because past that there was like no one in Z tier. That wasn't an LF or a Zenkai. Second anniversary, we had Zamasu in Z tier, I believe. Zamasu, right? Then if we move back a bit, but none of them were the best unit, by the way. Move back a bit, Android 21. Oh yeah, I think for 1% Sparking, Android 21 was the last unit to be like the best unit in the game. That wasn't an LF and that wasn't a Zenkai, so I think I could be wrong, but let me know if I'm wrong. That's such a long time ago. It's just ridiculous to think about. Full Power Frieza definitely deserves his spot there. I mean, as being one of the best units on the best team, it doesn't surprise me that if he's up here, then he definitely should be up here as well. Gogeta 4, of course, still there. Revival Frieza moved up a lot. This is pretty much your main trio you're running on LOE, and then you can interchange with the Zenkai full power, not full power, Zenkai. Well, yeah, Zenkai full power Frieza, and even the Zenkai LF first form Frieza. It's just disgusting. Jiren is still in Z tier. I'm pretty sure you guys noticed that one unit that was here before is missing here, but we'll get to him later. But Jiren is mainly here because USS is getting a lot of buffs recently, especially with this guy here, this Golden Frieza, and that's pretty much going to be your main trio moving forward with this team until probably an anniversary where you get some hype shit. But this, and this, perfect trio there. Or you can even go Ultra Goku, Jiren, and then Super Gogeta on the leader slot, which is a team that I actually like running too. So double Ultras with Jiren. Jiren with the endurance, definitely a good thing. So yeah, Jiren's definitely seeing a lot of value here, and I think his value is only going to go up from here as we near into the anniversary. So that's Z tier right now. This is how it's looking like. I really wish I could pull this guy on a daily, because I'm definitely not going to use any multis on him. So let's slowly go down to S tier. Top of S tier, we have Goku and Vegeta, Future Gohan. Actually, you know what? Let's go look at what they have to say about the changes here. Okay, so SSBK and go to God tier, Goku being the best fighter, blah blah blah. To answer install the lack of red fighter, the meta makes his yellow typing fittingly cruel, while his main team. Okay. Z tier Goku and Vegeta go down a little bit. Okay, I think this is still the same changes from go down a little bit as one was much harder. Yeah. Okay, did they not make any changes for? Oh, okay. Here's the new changes. So new Golden Frieza, Revival Frieza added to Z tier. Honestly, we're thinking of buffing Revival Frieza for a long time. SG4 counts an exaggeration, is the best team in the game. Yes, no brainer to put him in Z tier. Feels more impressive now that the team is basically impossible to counter. Yeah, the thing with LOE is, like, the team that was countering the most was Fusion's, and that's one of the reasons why Fusion was also the best team in the game. But now that they have this Frieza, because Ultra Gogeta was running which is lay waste to them, right? But now with this Frieza, it kind of keeps Ultra Gogeta in line, right? But I still feel like Gogeta 4 is still a good counter to LOE, because even if you have the LF first form Frieza, it's tough. I don't know if you want to really bring him against Gogeta. It's tough to actually replace one of these three in the main trio. And even if you did, like, LF first form Frieza is not gonna be shutting down the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, that's for sure. So it's tough. I think it's still I don't know, that they probably still need even a better purple maybe, because I don't know, that LF Frieza is a good support, but he's not shutting down any green units, right? So let's see. What else do they have? Fusion is trending down slightly, mostly because they don't feel like the main threat in PvP has such move down slightly in their respective tier. Meanwhile, it still holds his spot. He's still an incredible fighter on his own, but he's starting to show some cracks. I don't know about this. What kind of cracks is Ultra Gogeta showing? He's still as overwhelmingly dominant as he was. It's just that his teams maybe are slightly like trending downwards. I don't really This I don't really understand. Showing some cracks, I don't think so. What I don't even understand what kind of cracks they're talking about. It doesn't make sense to me. Future Gohan and Goku and Vegeta moved down to tier S. It was a short stay for Gohan. Yep. Yeah, Goku and Vegeta. I see a lot of people starting to overrate Goku and Vegeta. Like, there's a lot of top tier players that have come out and said that this Goku and Vegeta just after losing their their featured boost, they haven't felt as oppressive as they once was, and you can definitely feel it, right? Their damage is still good, but it's nothing compared to when they're on mono purple. By the way, I feel like a lot of people also overrate his value because he's on mono purple, and mono purple as a whole is really not that common in PvP anymore. They're really not that you don't really run into them that much, right? And if you don't run into them that much, Goku and Vegeta's best team right now is probably God Ki, and he's just not getting all the Zenkai buffs, right? So he's not he's gonna basically be looking like how he's supposed to be, right? He does take a lot of damage now. Since he doesn't have that defensive extra defenses, and honestly, it's crazy, but he is starting to show some sort of age, even though he hasn't been out for even like that long, right? So it makes sense that he's slowly trending downwards, which is kind of crazy. The power creep is just absolutely ridiculous how fast it's going. They should definitely tone down a bit, like, because like you want people to summon on these hype celebrations, right? But they don't want to be using this unit that just completely falls off the map after a couple months, right? During these big ass celebrations, you want units that can definitely age very well, like being meta relevant for a year at least. That's like something that celebration units, like these hype ones for Anniversary Legends Festival, should have, right? So, oh yeah, let's keep going. We have Whis also that we want to talk about. So that's S tier. So yeah, this guy is top of S tier with Future Gohan, sort of Hope Trunks. The Zenkai Vegeta surpasses Super Vegito, and that makes sense, I guess, because even though Super Vegito is good, on Fusion Warriors, you're most often gonna just bring Future Gohan, Gogeta 4, and Ultra Gogeta. Like, that's the main trio I run up with. And even if I'm against like a green unit and I would need a purple unit, I don't even tend to bring him unless like I really have to, right? So it's just, even on his best teams, you're not often bringing him in, and he's mainly there as a bench, especially if you have him at 14 stars for the health buff. That's like insane Z ability, right? This Vegeta obviously being a main fighter on Future. Future is slightly trending upwards right now also because it's a good team. And God Ki is starting to show some nice potential also, and I feel like they're just gonna get better as time goes on. So this Vegeta, you can probably move him up spots, maybe even like the first in S tier, because I honestly see this guy so often. He does just stupid amount of damage. LF Frieza is right there, first from Frieza. These guys obviously they're up here because LOE is stupid. Wow, Otherworld Warrior Goku tier S still. That's crazy because I don't honestly see him that often in PvP. Yeah, I don't really see this guy at all. Like, I would say even I see this Beerus more often. I see this Goku Black more often. I even see Oob more often. So I'm surprised this guy is still in S tier. But like I said, he's a phenomenal unit. I mean, his death buffs are stupid. Support is crazy. His green card is really good. So there's that. Whis is at the bottom of S tier. Now, similar to this Angel Golden Frieza, I haven't faced many Whis yet, but I've seen a couple gameplays, just like on Golden Frieza, right? His green card is definitely annoying. His support is good. Is he a good color for God? I mean, you have this Goku and Vegeta, so I don't know if you really want to run this guy. And I think that's the only team he buffs. So yeah, his green, like, believe it or not, I haven't even faced his green card yet. I don't even think I've ever faced him. I can't remember ever facing him. So I've not even encountered his obscure ability, which is pretty insane. I guess that just goes to show that not many people summoned on the banner, I guess, which makes sense because Anniversary is right around the corner, but the banner is actually decent. I mean, not the banner itself, but the units are just, I still can't believe these guys are all-star units, man. It just doesn't feel like all-star units. They feel like 1% units on a step-up banner or LF banner. This guy feels like a damn LF, to be honest. So I don't get it. So I think that's it for S tier. I don't. It's hard for me to place them. This week's right. Like I said, I can't really place them anywhere here. I think maybe above this Super Saiyan Goku, simply because I don't even see this guy at all anymore. So this guy should probably drop to tier 1 and maybe bump one of these guys up back to S tier. I think they wrote why they bumped those guys down. Tier 1 all red fighters got raised up a bit since they're slightly more useful. That makes sense. We talk about Frieza, Beerus. Beerus moved below LF Vegeta, and first form Frieza as impact is just weaker than theirs in general. That makes sense. Revive Gohan, Zamasu go down because they're not relevant. Okay, full power Frieza goes up to S. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, let's keep going. Tier 1. This Goku's pretty high up there. Chilled. Dude, why is Chilled even here? Super Saiyans is not that common anymore. You barely see them. And he's literally just a bench option. I don't know why this Chilled is this high. He shouldn't be this high. Like, this Frieza is going to be your main purple fighter no matter what. And Super Saiyans, like I said, you only literally bring this guy against Super Saiyans, and Super Saiyans isn't that common right now. So this guy probably should drop a bit. Same with this Bardock, probably drop a bit. Majub, you see him a lot. Majub and this Podza, they should move up a bit because you see them way more than these guys. And then the rest too. Look at this, just a nice collection of yellow units here. And then the rest, Bardock's actually kind of getting up there too. Starting to see some more respect there, which is good because he's a solid unit. But yeah, other than that, I think that's gonna be it. I think Vados should move up a bit more. I think Vados should be above Cell, LF, Vegeta, because right now the best variant of God Key, it would probably be a green yellow setup with this Vados, Zenkai Vegeta, and Ultra Goku, and the bench just being Zenkai buff from the Beerus, God Vegeta, and some other unit that buffs the rest, right? I think that's the best version of okay, nice Fitbit, we don't need to see you. I think that's the best version of God Key, and because of that, I see Vados significantly more often than any of these units. I almost don't even see the Super Saiyan 4 Goku at all. So maybe just bumped up. Actually, she is bumped. I think they did bump her up a bit, right? I think she was like bottom. She was like in tier 2, so that's that. So let's keep moving. Rose. That Topo dropped so much. That's crazy. I guess it makes sense, right? Rose. Zenkai Rose. I don't think there's anything to be said about this guy. The most disappointing Zenkai unit I think we've ever gotten. And you gotta keep in perspective that this guy was also one of the most anticipated Zenkais as well. So for them to drop the ball this much on an anticipated Zenkai such as this Rose, it's disgusting to see. And it gets me worried for any future Zenkais, because let's say you're highly anticipating a Zenkai unit to get Zenkai, and they just end up like this Rose. Like, it's really sucks, and this guy's just gonna be a constant reminder of what a Zenkai could potentially be, and it's just disgusting. This guy's absolute fodder, Zenkai buff only. It sucks. But I think that's going to be it for this. I mean, we went over the main stuff here. The biggest change is the addition of God tier with the Ultra units, and Angel Golden Frieza being the #1 best unit in the game when excluding Ultra units. So drop a comment letting me know whether you agree with these changes or not, where you would rank your top 5, who do you think the best units are, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments section below. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, because that shit is so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.